It's no longer enough to just say workers when speaking of a company's sales staff members. Today, knowledge goes hand in hand with worker. And actually, the term is now an attachment. With the importance of adding value to information, we have knowledge workers. Personal selling opportunities in the age of information have completely changed the sales profession, and there's a tremendous future ahead. In this unit, we'll delve into how personal selling skills have risen to the top and the attributes needed for success in the current information age. Furthermore, those skills enhance the results in the tasks that knowledge workers perform. We'll take a close look at how lucrative the sales profession is and how sales can be the door to top management in an organization. Now, it used to be that sales was just that, selling things and lots of them. Well, now we're much more scientific and focused in three areas ripe for sales opportunity: services, business goods, and consumer goods, and all of the opportunities they afford. Now, I don't know that it's ever been true that good salespeople are born, not made, but today we do go to great lengths to prepare our sales professionals to be as successful as possible. We have four major sources of sales training: our corporations, commercial vendors, certification programs, and college courses such as this one. Of course, there's never any guarantee of can't-miss sales success, just like it's impossible to guarantee that a launched arrow will hit its target. The main thing is, though, that we can improve the odds for success. A knowledge worker is, just as the name implies, one who uses information as the basis of the work he or she performs. In our new information economy, knowledge has now become a most important factor in determining how we buy and sell. We have to make the best use of information in how we gather or acquire it, how it's ordered in the most useful way, how we can make it clear, and then how we can present it the most convincingly. This is where selling skills become so key to the success of the knowledge worker, because so much of selling is interacting with other people. Think of so many of the groups of people in an economy who make the key decisions or the actions in the business world. Now, they may not be salespeople per se, but the mastery of selling skills can contribute to their making their own careers more successful. Think of the manager, for instance, who has to deal directly with so many others in guiding them in the performance of their jobs. The professional who's expected to do his part to not only keep current customers or clients happy, but also to do his or her job well enough to bring in new business to a firm. The entrepreneur who does it all in starting up a new business. And the customer service representative who assists the sales team in accepting and processing orders, handling complaints, providing technical assistance, and the like. It's hard to imagine anyone in any line of work involving the collection, processing, and use of information who doesn't have to do at least a bit of selling, at least on some level. Now, a sales career offers a number of opportunities that may not be found in other lines of work. In most firms, it's the salespeople who tend to be among the highest paid. And when it comes time for advancement, how often is it that it's someone from the sales force or someone with a history of successful selling who rises to become the boss? Salaries, of course, do have the potential to be far above average, and with the caveat that there are no guarantees that everything is going to sell. The text does point out, however, that a national average for all sales representatives is somewhere around $119,000. Even on the low end, the average is about $70,000, and on the high end, well, the sky's the limit. Although the average for top-level salespeople can top $160,000 a year. Remember, though, these figures average all parts of the country, and the various regional economies are not the same. Now, you can expect a sales rep in New York City, for instance, to earn a good deal more than a sales rep in Yakima. Still, though, a good salesperson in Yakima is likely earning far more than the typical worker in some other local occupation. A selling career offers a wide range of personal benefits that may not translate directly into dollars, but still make it easier to balance life. There's job security in that selling positions are plentiful enough that if one job doesn't last, it's relatively simple to move on to the next, which also means there's plenty of mobility. There's also an aspect of the job that many salespeople value, and that's independence. Selling has been especially good to women and minorities over the past few decades. Sales careers have enabled both to break into the professional world and make it or break it on their own abilities, skill, and work ethic. If you like people, there's no better way to meet and work with lots of them. And because of this, sales is an extremely interesting career. You're always learning. You're always interacting with others. And when you help someone meet a need or even reach a dream, you just feel good about it. Now, there are many people in sales who you might not think of as salespeople. Companies are adapting their sales titles nowadays to reflect their images of what the firms and their people actually do. You will encounter titles such as account executive or representative, relationship manager, business development manager, marketing representative, or territory manager, just to name a few. Notice, though, that not one had the word sales in the title, yet that's what they do. As we've already touched upon, we have three major personal sales career options: services, business goods, and consumer goods. Each career type has a variety of positions requiring different degrees of training and education, earning potential, and which have vastly different customers. You may want to look into each of these carefully to determine which appeals best to you. Now, we can have two types of salespeople: inside and outside. The inside salespeople operate from the employer's place of operation. Much of what they do is make contact with current or potential clients or customers, usually via the telephone. Inside salespeople can make calls, take orders, and do other jobs that support other salespeople in the field. Telemarketing is a common type of inside sales. Now, outside salespeople, on the other hand, are those who actually get out of the office and they do the meeting and greeting with current and potential clients face to face. Now, often this involves calling on contacts at their places of business or at their homes. An aspect of selling that doesn't always get much attention is the idea of selling through channels. Now, we tend to think of sales representatives dealing directly with the end users, but this isn't always the case. Sales reps often deal with a variety of individuals in line ahead of the final end user. We have a services channel. This can involve selling those needed products or services to other businesses in order to help them accomplish their business missions. Salespeople here can work with things such as telecommunication sales, financial services, media sales, real estate, and insurance. We then have a business goods channel. Now, this can involve selling equipment and items to other businesses to enable them to provide their services. Here we can have industrial sales reps, sales engineers, field reps, and even detail salespeople. They all need good understandings of their products and their clients' businesses to help provide the best information and counsel in meeting their respective market needs. Third, we have a consumer goods channel. Here we can see both retail selling and direct selling. The retail salesperson can work at the store level to provide solutions to buying problems and usually deals in higher priced technical or specialty products. Direct selling professionals are independent contractors who represent manufacturers who sell directly to consumers. The direct seller will also build his or her own business through continued service after the sale. Again, are successful people born or are they made? Well, if salespeople were born, I guess there'd be no need for all of the sales trainings programs that are in existence. And there are qualities, though, that successful salespeople will possess, and some of them come naturally, but continued training can help both the new and the experienced sales reps improve. Sales training typically comes in four ways: corporate-sponsored training, training provided by commercial vendors, certification programs, and those offered by colleges and universities. Now, part of this course will include sales techniques. And furthermore, if you decide to go from here to earn your 4-year or a master's degree, you'll likely encounter a business and an MBA program that includes professional selling and sales management. The relationships you form in selling go far in determining how successful you will be.